In this example, we're going to be using trigonometry in order to work out both the horizontal and vertical components of a force. So we have a 24 kilonewton force acting at 19 degrees from the vertical plane, which is what this shows. Now what I'm going to do is just start by drawing my own diagram. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a small vertical line here. And I'm going to say that's the starting point. The diagram doesn't have to be exact, but I'm just going to take a little bit of time to draw it roughly to scale. So that's about 20 degrees, so that's about 19 degrees from vertical. And then I'm going to draw a line which is 12 centimetres long, so it's an appropriate size. So basically, this is 19 degrees and that's 12 centimetres, which is going to be equivalent to 24 kilonewtons. Now the next thing I'm going to do is just draw in a horizontal line and a vertical line. And this allows me to draw a triangle with a right angle to represent both the horizontal and vertical components of that force. Now, this angle in here is equal to 19 degrees, but we've got a Z angle here, and therefore this angle up here is going to be equal to 19 degrees as well. The length of this side here is equal to 24.0 kilonewtons. And then what we want to work out is the horizontal component of that force, which I'm going to call FH, and the vertical component of that force, the length of this side here, which I'm going to call FV. Okay, so basically what we're now going to do is just label this triangle here so we can work out and just really identify which is the opposite and adjacent side and so on. Well, the longest side, first of all, is going to be the hypotenuse. This is the angle that we know, which is theta, and that means this side of the triangle here is going to be my adjacent side, and this side over here is going to be the opposite side. So I've just labelled that in a different colour, and that means we can now start to work out the opposite or the adjacent side. So first of all, if we think about either SOHCAHTOA, or you might remember silly old Harry, who is somebody I mentioned in one of my other videos. Whatever way you've got of remembering it, we can then start to identify if we're using sine or cos. Let's have a look first of all at the force here. So we know the hypotenuse, we know theta, and we don't know the opposite side. So thinking about SOHCAHTOA, what we could say is sine theta is equal to the opposite divided by the hypotenuse, and that means if we multiply the hypotenuse by sine of the angle, we'll get this opposite side. So the opposite side, which is FH, is equal to H sine theta, which is 24.0 times sine of 19. I've checked that my calculator is set in degrees mode, and then it's just 24 times sine 19, which is equal to 7.81. So that would be 7.81 kilonewtons for that component of the force. And going up the side, the size of this force in the vertical direction, well, we know that we're trying to work out the adjacent side, and therefore we're going to use cos, where cos theta is equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and therefore FV is going to be the size of the hypotenuse times cos theta. And so that length is 22.7 kilonewtons, and we can see that's a bigger force vertically than the smaller force that we had horizontally. And my approach to this was very simple. I drew my own diagram, I labelled what I knew from in the question, I then identified the hypotenuse, the opposite and the adjacent and theta, and then used that to work out both the horizontal and vertical components of that force. By the way, this is just one of many videos I've made covering all of the maths that you need to understand for A-level physics. It's part of a mini course which includes many more topic videos, multiple worked examples, and also a guide that you can download. You can find all of this over at alevelphysicsonline.com.